Right here, because I have a lot of faith in the Vancouver Titans. They've been looking pretty good, honestly. The meta that's kind of revolving around the Wrecking Ball and Tracer in particular has highlighted, I think, the strengths of this roster, and they've started to come alive at the tail end of it. It's targeting fire. Take him out. Dalton with the two-piece. Okay, already checked one off the board. There we go. Breadsticks online almost. We're getting off to a great start here. The Ant Matrix comes through as well. That's the damage. Bebe just peppering in the shots. Rolf falling means no more heals for them. 90% in counting. It's been a bit of a dismal effort here from the Vancouver Titans, just trying to get into the point in the first place. And it's going to be really a lost cause. Going out with a bit of a whimper there. Washington Justice with a dominant first map in terms of just not even letting the Vancouver Titans in for an attack. Not ready for that EMP. It was a good one as well. Assassin caught it onto the backline, but they just couldn't collect the kill. Still, Dalton gets that armor pack. Used against him, in fact. It was Decay who received it. Excuse me.
There's another one of the classic use EMP, immediately lose the team fight afterwards, because no one was ready to follow up. It looks like...
Is that on the breadstick chart?
I don't think it's on the breadstick chart, no. But Assassin uses his EMP there because he knows the Transcendence has been forced. He has a good opportunity to get onto both players in the backline. But like I'm saying, Brad, you need your team to be ready to follow up on it. Otherwise, it's not a good EMP, it's a bad one. 1v2'd Rolf and Fire again. Rolf and Fire are having a really tough time staying alive. Rolf with the Trans, going to try and block the objective. Blown away by the self-destruct, but he has bought time.
Yeah, still back onto this one. Chansik rolling forwards, but immediately blown up. Just the damage is way too much with the Discord Orb on them. Rolf just needs to try and stay alive as all this is going on. Dalton trades 1-for-1. A bit of a spawn advantage for them now. The Justice could get chewed up here. Could get stopped just shy of the mark, but they've got to do their best to try and finalize these kills. Tried the Reinhardt as well, just trying to stay alive. He's been around for quite some time, and that will be the eventual push. A minute 13 seconds the Justice are going to claim at the end of it.
A stellar offense, and all of the issues that the Justice has previously had in this stage for the Countdown Cup appear to have flown out the window. That's absolutely true, but I do want to give a bit of credit to Titans as well, trying something different. They have the last 3 team fights, they tried to rotate their backline on the bottom right underneath Big Earls and try and take that ramp. This time around they went through the cave and took the top left instead. And the Justice didn't respond to it, didn't make a mid-fight adaptation.
You can tell Dalton wants to go for something. He's got the Discord Orb marking him though, which gives him a lot of vision. Bebe pushed out. That's Dalton as well, just hunting him down, pushing him into the positioning of that self-destruct, and they've set it up. The Vancouver Titans showing a bit of the signs what got them their first win.
Can anyone else end up getting an advantage in the team fight? Yeah, they've burnt down Mag. Okay, that's a huge opening for them. Oh, that
Chansik
is on a knife's edge.
Chansik got back into the fight pretty quickly on the Wrecking Ball, but that was risky to try and go off the back of that one. They forced the K back as well. He has to play with the rest of the team now. Power Drive comes in. I don't think that's going to be connecting. Pulse Bomb though, that is good. Onto Tuba, laid down. I don't think that was even a stick, but it got the remake as well. Decay just standing still. Oh my goodness, Dalton. All right, just pulling out all the stops, and that's going to be some time on the bank. Vancouver Titans now pushing into checkpoint C. Okay, just scares him into using the Transcendence. Didn't even go for the EMP. I mean, it's a safer play, but now it's going to be basically a free EMP. Comes down, connects onto them. Power Driver into the back. A bit of disjointed play, but the Justice have got the pick. Chansik goes down. Now the counter EMP. Links it, lets it go. Dalton with the pulse bomb comes through, but Bebe gets the kill anyway. Still winnable here for the Vancouver Titans, but they got to pull out everything. The Justice are coming back in with the spawners. The DPS players are coming back in as well. Assassin still alive. Just needs to try and survive. Translocated to try and dodge this one. He does dodge it. Has to try and touch this one. Straight back into spawn. The self-destruct was good to clear them away. Chansik though, still alive. And we see the rally from Tuba as he's coming back out of the spawn, giving his team the necessary heals they need to just really stop them just short. A tragic finish here for the Vancouver Titans. They're unable to keep this one going in the overtime. So the Justice going to be taking map number 2. He's actually blinked in without notifying them because he just hopped over the point, so he didn't contest it at all. Now he's going to start to pull them back.
No way.
He's going to get a back cap.
Who's that?
Okay, they're pulled back to try and contest this. I think Mag may have actually assisted by pushing them back on with the Primal Rage. I'm not too sure.
Well, that's a very weird scenario. Teru's so far ahead in EMP charge, they could opt to play aggressive here. EMP, Nano, all available. The Nano onto Chansik would be devastating. Also build up another Primal. Titans have options, but they're not really posturing that aggressively.
Yeah, it's definitely waiting around. Mag now with the nano boost though. Into the backline. Nice coordination with Decay. Actually syncing that one up in a pulse bomb as well. I mean, that's just flexing at that point. Probably getting that kill anyway. EMP will mean that Fried unable to really do much here. This is looking like an inevitable capture.
Certainly is. Good execution from the Justice, and that's why we normally see teams play aggressive on defense. You don't want to give the opponents that much space. If you give Justice time and space, they look like a top-level team. It's only when they're pressured and harassed where the mistakes start to showcase the cracks in the armor. The nano goes on to Dalton here. I'm not sure whether that was intended. Changsik's about to get up to his primal as well. They're bullying people up the point, and there's the first tick.
He can't do anything with that nano boost. I mean, Chansik does have the primal built up, so maybe that was the logic behind it, but Decay's back in with Fried going down. Chansik has to try and get something big with this one. Chopping and changing across the point, just trying to find a target or two already.
Who's there to touch?
Is anybody going to be able to touch this? That was almost a Charlie Niner. A classic affair if we've ever seen one. Decado still in it. Has the pulse bomb dropped down into the back. Not connecting. Chansik still up and alive. Getting a couple of picks for them, but the Titans just don't have the firing power. Going to be going down to the eventual spawners here for the Justice. The Justice were so close to losing that.
3% away. But it felt like milliseconds from slipping out of their control. And that attempt at an aggressive defense was horribly executed from the Justice. Really good response from Titans, in particular Fire popping off his rally and peeling for Rolf effectively. And now the Titans have an opportunity. They can try and come back in here with EMP, with Nano. The Justice want to jump aggressive again? It almost looks like they're posturing for it with Mag. Here they go.
Yeah, there we go. Nano off to the side, cuts across. He's found the angle. Nice boops though, but he ends up wasting the sleep dart. Mag, 5% away from this primal rage, and that is what he's looking for here. And you can see the pressure they're trying to put onto Teru as well. There we go. Fire nade onto Mag as well, just battering them into the corner. Mag has found one of his targets. Can he get the kill? Not quite. Fire is healthy. The primal doesn't really get too much done. Now ultimates from the Titans. They have the rally to try and push past through the main choke point. Decay holding onto the pulse, lays it down off onto the side, won't get any sort of connection, but does a bit of damage. Dalton's turn now to return a bit of fire. Not getting anything, they didn't connect onto the point, they didn't touch.
I like the jingle at the very least. And these aggro defenses are pretty atrocious from the Justice.
Down to the final 35 seconds of this push attempt. Now they're going to try and put pressure onto them. So trying to take control of this top platform that you can see them jumping onto, but that's a hack onto Fried, and that should be a D-Mech.
Decay.
Indeed. Still, Decay goes down. Maybe being set up there. Nice defense, actually. Fire with the shield placement. 17 seconds left now for them to try and get some pressure onto the point. It's going to be probably an overtime push by the time they actually get onto this. What a Bionade. Fire and Chansik, they can't even touch, by the way. Nobody's actually putting any pressure onto this one. It might be all onto Dalton. 3 seconds remaining. Is anybody going to be able to touch this one? Finally, they do in the last possible moment. It has to be Dalton, but they've already lost too many players. It was such a good start for the Titans. With Decay missing, it was the exact opening they needed, yet they weren't able to capitalize.
It's an EMP at the end from Teru. Catches 5, but there's no chance that that is good enough.
Well, here we go. 2 minutes for the Justice to get a single tick, and that's going to close out this series. The Vancouver Titans, they need this draw to continue it, to try and keep that dream of the reverse sweep alive. Damage being done. Decay already forced out of that one. Oh, that's a traded sleep dart. The sleeping tracers all over the place with the Justice. Oh, they're the ones that get the kills first. Woken up, just couldn't capitalize off of it in time. And one by one, the Titans topple over. Looking more like a field mouse than a Titan at the moment, but that's the Justice at the end of the day, getting the 3rd map under their belt, and that's the series as well, as GGs in the chat are exchanged.
And there's the Justice coming out with a response. People were doubting them with good reason after a 9-map loss streak. But the Justice fire back, proving that they are not the weakest team in the West right now, despite the fact that they technically were heading into this game. They put Vancouver to bed. It was a short stint of a winning streak, if you can put it like that. Vancouver getting 1 and 12. But the good part here for the Titans, Bren, is that they have managed to achieve back-to-back breadsticks.